are important issues that people on both sides of the aisle can come together to move this country forward. Thank you all again. It's just, I'll tell you what, we had this great swearing in Washington, and some of you were there. It was a great thrill, but there is nothing. There's no place like home, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
And when the end of the week comes, and I can take off that overcoat and the boots and the scarf and the gloves and the 3 sweaters and the long johns and get on the plane and come off the plane either in Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach County, I know I am in paradise, the best place on earth. Just remember this, I will always be on your side, always.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, now, last but not least, my own Congressman Patrick Murphy, who represents Florida's 18th Congressional District, which includes Martin County, St. Lucie, and northern Palm Beach counties. At the age of 29, he is the youngest person in Congress, in the 113th Congress. He serves on the Financial Services Committee and Small Business Committee, and he had one heck of a win this year.
Lois and I haven't done anything yet. We need a standing ovation for Ted Deutsch. Come on. Thank you all very much. It's great to be here today. I want to echo what Ted and Lois said, thanking everybody for being here, all the elected officials. Mayor Moyle, thank you for your leadership and allowing us to be here. You know, when you win a race like I had, I guess some of you might have watched it, you might know my opponent. It was a little bit closer than their races. And when you win by about 2,000 votes, you realize very quickly how every single phone call, you know, every single volunteer, every single dollar, every envelope that was stuffed, everyone here that chipped in, even, you know, one door you might have knocked on, one phone call, what a big difference that made. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for your help. I don't know about you, but my particular race restored some faith in the electorate and the fact that money can't buy elections. We were outspent almost 4-1 in our race, but because of everyone here, because of all the volunteers, because of everyone that chipped in, just a little bit of work, we were able to win. So thank you all again very much for your help. Honored to be in Congress and excited to serve and to be your voice in Congress, but I think you should all be excited to have Alcee Hastings, Lois Frankel, Ted Deutsch have such a strong delegation from Palm Beach County. There's not many counties as strong as us in Congress. Just real quick, I want to thank Ted Deutsch and public for your leadership, for being a mentor on so many issues, but especially when it comes to Israel and our relationship with them. You really lead the way on it. Some of you may remember Lois and I started our campaign about 2 years ago. We may or may not have been in a primary against each other, but that's behind us now. We kept it clean the whole time and always dreamed that we would have 2 strong Democrats going to D.C., that we'd be on the plane together, and it worked out. They've covered a lot of ground already, but one thing I do want to point out to everybody is that this Congress is very different than the last. You know, the last Congress was elected on a message of my way, the highway. That's not this Congress. There's 84 new members of Congress elected, pretty even split between Republicans and Democrats, and I think Lois will echo this. We were all elected on a message of bipartisanship. doing what it takes to put all Americans forward, doing what's best for 100% of the population. I tell this to everybody in my district. I want to serve everybody, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, everybody. I want to be your voice in Washington. I have a feeling the breakdown of partisanship here in this room, but the truth is, I want to be a voice for everybody in the district and be a strong voice and put America first, because that's what's most important right now. And that's what this Congress is all about. And you've seen a glimpse of it already with what's happening in the Senate with immigration. That's a great sign, but it's just a start. Because immigration is the beginning of many, many important issues that need to be addressed. So if we can address everything we have going on in our country in a bipartisan manner, we will succeed. We will continue to be the best country in the world for generations to come. But we've got to work together. So I'm excited to be part of this Congress. Thank you for your support, and look forward to being your voice in Congress for many years. Thank you.
The things that are important to you and are also important to us, and what you're going to fight for when you get to Congresswoman, when you're in Washington. And I'm going to put in a plug for my own personal, and that's gun control. I ask you, do what you can. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the Very Reverend David R. Wilt of Holy Trinity Episcopal Church, who will lead us in the benediction. Reverend Wilt. Please stand.
Please pray with me. As Esau welcomed Jacob back into the land, may our representatives also act in the spirit of reconciliation. In a nation which at times seems so divided, give them the voice of reason and understanding, but also give them the ability to listen. Always, precious God, give them an awareness of those who but for them would be helpless, and an understanding heart to support them, to pray for them, to reach out to them whenever we have an opportunity to do so. That together, they as our representatives, Ted, Lois, Patrick, and Alcy, and we as citizens of this great country, may work as one for the benefit of all. In the name of our loving God, amen.